The last place Angie visited was a store in the region between the housing district and the retail stores, with a signboard saying Marufuku Sleep Shop. There lived a man who had been the boat captain of the ferry boat to Rokkenjima at the time. Even he, who had once lived as a man of the sea, had retired after contracting a serious illness, and was now taken care of at the house of his son and his son's wife.
よく覚えてる。あんた、まだこんなに小さかった。立派になったな。そして、さぞや辛かっただろう。お前さんの気持ち、よくわかるぞ。
The former boat captain was in such high spirits that you couldn't really tell why he had retired in the first place. His memories seemed clear too, and he could remember the events of more than a decade ago well, apparently even about how Angie had been at the time. The way he chatted on was very helpful for Angie, but at the same time, he also remembered the final family conference very well, and the fact that he remembered even details like Battler's fall madness on the boat was actually painful for her. It had been so back then as well, but even now, there was no public way to cross to Rokkenjima. It was necessary to make an individual request to an owner of a boat to make the voyage. I'd been unable to arrange for a boat to Rokkenjima, so if he refused me, such a voyage would probably become hopeless.
わかってる。今、あの島に行きたがる船なんぞ、簡単には見つからんだろう。今じゃロッケン島と呼ばず、古い名前の悪食島と呼ぶ者までおる。この辺りの船乗りじゃ、首を縦には振るまいな。
From the start, fishermen had feared Rokkenjima as an island of misfortune. And because of that incident 12 years ago, this fear had reached a peak. They respected the sea, feared it, and revered it. There were almost no sailors who would try to take a boat to the cursed island. Because of that, most of the witch hunters were unable to cross over to Rokkenjima, and were limited to taking a trip around the island. Ironically, this had caused the sense of mystery surrounding Rokkenjima to increase even more, which had resulted in the propagation of the bizarre witch stories they loved so much.
船は出してもらえるでしょうか？
明日だけ返してもらう約束になっとる。最近はエンジンがだいぶご機嫌斜めらしいがな。かっ飛ばしてやるわい。
The former boat captain promised that tomorrow he would go back to his previous job and take his boat out to Rokkenjima. Now, my method of transport to Rokkenjima is short. This is probably all I can do on Yaejima. All that's left is tomorrow. On Rokkenjima, I'll reach the final destination of a journey that stretches back 12 years.
よかったね。これで島へ行けるようになったね。
そうね。船を見つけるのは難しいと聞いていたから、船長が協力的で助かったわ。
エンジ様ほどではないにしても、船長にとっても12年前の事件は、未だ抜けない棘なんでしょうね。ウリュウ、船長さんも心の整理がつかなかったんだね。ずっと。そりゃそうでしょう。約束通り10月5日に、あのじいさんが船を出してくれれば、大勢が助かった可能性がある。ちょっと風が強いからといって、船を渋らなければ。ウリュウ、そんなこと言っちゃダメだよ。船長さんも、それを今日までずっと苦しんできたはずだよ。
Apparently, they truly had been right in the middle of a typhoon on October 5th. According to the boat captain, he had known for certain that they'd be trapped by the typhoon if they headed to Rokkenjima on October 4th. But the family had been very persistent about the date of the conference, which had been determined beforehand. It was only natural. All of the relatives had been very busy at the time, and they came to the family conference only after arranging the schedules beforehand. It was probably a situation where they couldn't easily push it back to the next week just because the typhoon was approaching. It wasn't the boat captain's fault. But perhaps you could say that he wasn't so irresponsible that he could place the blame wholly on the typhoon. Certainly, just as these two said, there's no doubt that the boat captain has been dragging the events of 12 years ago along with him this whole time. And, by taking me, the last member of the Ushiromiya line, to the island, and bringing me back safely, he might be trying to find some resolution for his past.
船は昼過ぎに帰ってくることになってる。それからあんたを六軒島へ案内するから、到着は夕方前になるだろう。電気も明かりもない島だ。あまり長いはできんぞ。その程度の上陸で、あんたの気は済むかね。
長い下から何かの気が済むというも船を出してもらえるだけでも感謝します。
うん。すまんな。わしが船を手放していなければ、ケチなことを言わず、好きなだけ島へ案内してやれるんだが。
It's not like I have a goal of doing something in particular on Rokkenjima. So, I'll be there during the evening. The evening, which straddles the two different worlds of day and night, seemed almost like a borderline between this world and the next. Or possibly 1998 and 1986. And it felt like the most fitting time to visit Rokkenjima. It's not like I have anything in particular to do there. Just staying there for a few hours should be enough for me to find some closure. At that time, there was a small knock on the paper sliding door, and Amakusa stuck his head in, tapping his watch. I nodded back and told him about how I had succeeded in reserving a boat for tomorrow.
それはよかった。そろそろ参りましょう。船長、明日はよろしくお願いします。
ああ。任せておけ。お前さんたちの難儀な事情も聞いとる。わしも当時のワイドショーを見ていて、面白半分に事件をかき回す連中に虫唾が走っとったもんだ。協力は惜しまんよ。
ありがとうございます。それでは明日、お昼に。これ、船代に。
Angie took a wrapped wad of 10,000 yen bills from her pocket. The boat captain should have noticed its thickness as well, but he paid it absolutely no interest and shook his head.
わしはお前さんに感謝しとるよ。これは天のお導きだ。あんたを六軒島へ連れて行き、そして無事に連れ帰る最後のチャンスをくださったんだ。わしは金蔵さんに任されていた最後の仕事を、今、ようやく終えることができる。だからあんたには感謝してる。金は当時の金蔵さんからたらふくもらってる。あんたから取れんよ。
ありがとうございます。
階段足元に気をつけてな。急だぞ。
I went down the steep staircase that was the exact opposite of accessible. It was getting hard to believe that there was actually a chest of drawers and a TV in the room upstairs. Most of the first floor was a bedding store, with many futons piled up on each other. We weaved our way through the cramped futon shop. After cautiously checking around outside, Amakusa dashed out first and started up the car.
孫の部屋が空いとる。泊まって行っても構わんのに。見ての通り、布団なら有り余っとるぞ。
ありがとうございます。万一の時、ご迷惑はかけられませんので。
事情は知らんが、相当な厄介に巻き込まれてるようだな。うさんくさい連中が人探しをしていると噂になっとる。あんたのことじゃないのかね？
そう。
Angie played dumb, but it looked as though the boat captain had guessed.
わしは、六軒島を目指す客人を送り届け、そして迎えに行き、連れ帰ることが仕事だった。その仕事を12年前に中断したまま、まだ終えてない。だからわしは、あんたのおかげでその仕事を、ようやく終えることができるんだ。だから、わしにその仕事を終えさせてくれよ。わかってるな。
ええ。別に私は死にに行くんじゃない。
But part of me does feel that if I could die on that island, I'd surely be able to go to where my family is. I finally become aware of it. I might have been planning to die on that island. I might have come all this way, heading towards Rokkenjima, in search of a place to die. The boat captain had guessed that as well. That's why he repeatedly told me not to die.
ええ、死にません。約束します。そもそも私、どうして六軒島に行かなくてはならないのかの目的さえ、未だにあやふやなんですから。
いや、目的はきっとある。あんたにないなら、それは彼らにあるんだ。島があんたを呼んだ。だからあんたはここまで来たんだ。
そうかもしれませんね。私は、呼ばれたのかもしれない。
I was called. For what reason? For them. Father, mother, Battler Oni-chan, and Maria Oni-chan. Or maybe the Golden Witch, Beatrice. What is on Rokkenjima? And what will I achieve? Even though tomorrow is finally almost here, I still haven't been able to understand my own mission. There was the sound of a car stopping in front of the store, and a short honk could be heard.
それでは明日、失礼します。
Winding between the stacks of futons in the cramped store, I was about to go outside. Then my feet stopped.
どうしたね？
あれは？
あれ？はて、何の話だね？
Trembling all over, I pointed at it. But no matter how much the boat captain squinted, he noticed absolutely nothing in that direction that should have surprised me. That must mean... That must mean...
ありえない。どうしてウリュウ、レンジェ、どうして、どういうことなのこれは。
私にだってさっぱりだわ。そんなバカなことってあるの？これは魔法なの？奇跡なの？ええ。多分これは運命よ。私は今、理解したわ。これが、私の使命だったのよ。
ウリュウ。私には、何が何だか。
Shaking, I pointed into the thin darkness inside the store and froze up.
どうしたんだね？何があるんだね？わからん。わしにはわからん。あんたには何が見えてるのかね？
ありがとう、船長。全部、これは運命だったんです。ここに私が運命だった。これが、私が六軒島へ行く目的で、使命なんです。
エンジさん、 どうしました？トラブルですか？
わしにもさっぱりわからん。お嬢ちゃんが暗がりを指さしたまま固まっちまったんだ。
エンジさん、大丈夫ですか？何が見えるんですか？
あなたたちには見えないの？それよ、それ。見えないの？
見えるのはただの陳列棚です。誰も言いやしませんぜ。
ウリアン、エンジェ、僕には何が何だかわからないよ。これは夢なの？魔法なの？どういうことなの？エンジェ。
Sakutaro lifted his face towards Angie. From his eyes slid a single tear.
エンジ様。
理解したわ。お姉ちゃん。そして、ベアトリーチェ。
ウリアン。
This is magic, isn't it?